I have a beautiful guest here with me. Been blessed so much. Every week I have one beautiful guest or the other, it seems. And she's a titan. That's right. I've got Jenny O here with me. Good morning.
Good
How's it going,
morning. I'm
Jenny?
blessed. How are you?
Splendid. Good to have you here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, of 24 housemates, there's been put into the Big Brother Titan competition this year.
Yes.
She is one of them, and she's recently left the house, and she's here to talk to us about her experience. And
Yes.
interesting. So you had quite the experience, Jenny.
Oh, I had quite an experience. All right. Sure did. I sure did.
Right. Okay. First of all, let's talk about expectations. All right. Do you think you met your own expectations?
Yes, I felt like I was true to myself. Obviously, there was some things I was misconstrued a different type of way. I was
Right.
looked at a certain way, and I was just seen a certain way. And not all parts of Jenny O showed, unfortunately.
Mm,
But I felt like I did stay true to myself. Obviously, we're all humans. We have our faults. We are not all perfect,
absolutely.
and that showed in the show. So I felt like I was very authentic with it.
So how were you? What was the impression they had of you then that you feel was not the entire uh, impression they should have of you?
Yeah, I feel like the public has this impression that I am a bully, I am arrogant, I am bitter. I'm just very outspoken. And I think that some people think that when you are outspoken, you tend to not want to hear anyone else's opinions or
Right.
anything. And I do come off aggressive sometimes. And it's not that I mean to, like, I mean to be aggressive, but automatically I just have a very loud personality and a loud voice. So sometimes when I'm trying to get my point across and I feel like people are talking over me, sometimes I do try to scream
So they can hear
so
you.
they can hear me. But not saying that that is a good thing or it's acceptable. It's obviously something I'm working on how to communicate better. But I just felt like people thinking that I was a bully, that I just, wherever this came from.
You had some rough patches, more or less. Well, should I call it that now? With one or two people, especially because you had that fight, right?
Yeah.
Like I saw five hefty guys holding you back. My God. Oh
But the
my.
thing was, the funny thing was, and it's crazy because, it's Big Brother's house. So the cameras
Yeah,
are only going to show one point of view.
I suppose.
And funny enough, I was just defending Nana with Kosi, and then that lasted 2 minutes. No, that lasted 30 seconds,
Well, it's
and
enough
then
for
it went to
content,
Miracle, and then it went to Miracle. So I
right?
wasn't fighting Kosi at that point. I left that one and I faced Miracle. So I think people kind of got it. People got that whole fight confused, and it wasn't a fight. I didn't touch Kosi at
Right.
all. We didn't touch each other. She didn't touch me. I didn't touch her from the very beginning.
Well, thank God for that
I was actually sitting at the table. So people are calling it a fight. I just think it was a very loud argument.
argument, right? Wow. Well, thank God for the guys holding you back, because honestly,
I wasn't even gonna go for Kosi. I wasn't going for
now you were
Kosi.
going. Come
I
on,
was
you were
gonna go for
going. You were.
Miracle. I
Oh,
was
you were
gonna
going for
go
a
for
miracle.
Miracle. I was
Oh, you
gonna
had
go
your
for Kosi.
target.
Yeah, I had my target. It
My
wasn't
God.
Kosi. It was not Kosi.
Well, I
No,
guess it's human nature.
it is.
Sometimes get upset. You just have to find a way of calming down. But then again, it's also said that because Elizabeth told me that you were accused of betraying Yvonne. Is the
Oh
I
my
know, right?
gosh! I wish we would. I wish people would leave this
But it's not.
narrative
It's not.
alone.
Okay. What is the right narrative? If that one is wrong, then.
I did not betray Yvonne. Like there was no betraying Yvonne. Juicy was in the middle. Me and Yvonne wanted to play a game.
Okay.
Yvonne and Juicy ended up catching strong feelings for each other. I left it. The funny thing was, so Thursday is when I pulled Yvonne to the side, asked her, "Yo, was it Thursday or Friday? I think it was Friday."
Okay.
Asked her if she still wanted to play this game with Juicy because obviously, why is he bold enough to play two friends?
Yes.
So he said we're gonna play the game. She admitted to liking him. I obviously said I like him as a person.
Right.
And then I put my hands up after that and I said, yeah, look, I'm not gonna play this game because I see that emotions and feelings, and I'm not gonna tell you, yeah, screw your feelings and emotions because of a game. No, if you truly like him, you truly like him.
Right.
And yeah, like there was never a time I felt like I betrayed her. Like, oh my gosh, I stole her man, or I was doing things behind her back. I kept, I told Yvonne everything till a certain point, and then I freed it. And after that, there was a certain thing that happened between Juicy and I. And after that, I just kind of like removed myself and just let them be because I
Right.
never want to look like I'm in a
Well, I don't
triangle.
hear any betrayal there.
There was
So I
no
wonder where
betrayal.
that gist came
There
from.
was there was never any betrayal, and obviously Yvonne is her own person. So when she comes out, she'll see things for what it
Exactly. I was
is.
going to
And
say that just as you have said that the cameras show one point of view, this is just one point of view from
yeah,
you now. I wonder what Yvonne would have to say then.
we'll
She might
see.
probably say, Jenny betrayed me.
No,
How dare.
I definitely don't think Yvonne will say that because thankfully I
Yeah.
communicated with her
Right.
each step
Right.
of the way. I think there was one instance that happened that she probably could come out and be like, "But why didn't you tell me this happened?" I'm like, "Bruh, because at that point I was just like, yeah, probably I shouldn't be entertaining Juicy." So I just backed up, and I didn't want it to seem like we were arguing over a man.
Right. I guess so.
Things happen like that, and it gets messy, and you never want to be put in a situation where two ladies are arguing over a man.
Well, speaking of men, you were evicted with Melly now, is it?
I sure was.
And you had your moment with him as well.
I did. I did. I did.
What's your impression of him?
I think he's like the male version of me. We're both outspoken, very, very outspoken people. We're outspoken people. We're going to say how we feel. We don't have a filter as well when we say things. And I think we both need to learn how to. I think actually he communicates better than I do.
Okay.
I am more aggressive with my tone than Melly, but Melly has a way with his words and it can come off like he's arguing with you when he's not.
When he's not, right? Now, I watched him in an interview just as he's left the house, right? And he kind of gave his impression of you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's play that for a quick second and listen to this. Let's see if it makes sense to you now. Now, this is Melly speaking.
to I thought her and I were gonna fight.
Yeah.
Like all the time.
All the
stuff
time,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
you
yeah.
understand? But the moment you get to know Jenny, I understand it's like, wow. Why don't people see that side of you? You understand? Like there's so many, yes, you're an outspoken person and just like me, you understand? And I feel like we gravitated towards each other because we're the same. Like
Yeah.
literally we're the same. And
Yeah.
So, does that make sense to you?
Makes perfect sense to me.
The both of you are very similar,
We are very,
like you said,
very
right?
similar. It's very similar.
Wow, interesting. And it's ironic that both of you left the house on the same day.
Yeah, same day. And we were partners. I always say this. Obviously, I felt bummed when I left, but I always say that when God is ready to take me out this house, He's going to take me out this house, and we'll go from there. So it's faith. It's definitely faith because
Right.
there's a lot of things that didn't make sense to me, but we move.
So now that you've gone into the Big Brother house, you've been a part of the housemates, and it's like a different side of your life now. Your life, would you say your life has changed now that you are a former Big Brother housemate?
Yeah, my life has changed. In terms of I can't even respond to people on Instagram anymore. You guys,
Wow.
I see negative comments and I have to keep scrolling. The normal level, you come on my
Yeah.
Instagram and you say anything, I'll give
And
it to
you,
you
you
back.
give it back. Now you have to play celebrity.
Yeah, and
I know.
it's I still want to remain my authentic self throughout this entire thing. But obviously you have to have this thick skin as well, is what I learned in this whole thing. Is like being a celebrity comes with, you have to have thick skin or it's gonna be a hard knock life for you. But I'm ready to just take the world
As
by
she
storm.
comes.
And I was given a platform, and I'm going to use this platform to my full advantage and go up from here.
What is your impression of the platform, the Big Brother platform?
The Big Brother platform, although I feel like, especially in my case,
Yes.
it didn't paint me in a very positive way. But how do I say
Weren't you the
this?
one holding the brush to paint your own impressions?
I was, but also the cameras only showed what they wanted to show. You also have to remember that this show is surrounded by cameras.
Right,
So
of
if
course.
I'm in the middle of a sentence and I'm like, you probably didn't hear the first 30 seconds of what I said, and then you caught the last 15 seconds, but you're not catching the last 10 seconds, and they've switched it to a better conversation.
Right.
Now you just have this suppression of me. And obviously, I think people also don't understand that staying in the house with 23 other people, your emotions, your mental, like things are just going all over the place.
guess so.
Your emotions are intensified by 10 times 10. Like you're feeling things differently. It brings out a different side of you that you didn't even know existed. So for me, yeah, I had the brush to paint it, but I think I only painted only one side of the painting was shown.
You weren't allowed enough time to paint the whole picture anyway,
I
were
wasn't,
you?
and I think there was times where I was very vulnerable, and probably that didn't show, probably that did show. But then again, people are gonna hate you or love you no matter what you
No
show.
matter what you do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you had a chance to go back into the house,
Yeah.
would you do anything differently or would you do the same? Be yourself just the way you were?
I would be the same person, but I would just choose not to give everyone the reaction that they want out of me.
Right.
So in terms of just arguing and saying things, sometimes it's okay to just hold it and not say everything. Not everything needs to be said, Jenny, and that's what I learned. So if I'd go in there, I'd be quiet as a mouse.
So, Jenny, you are a health and safety specialist,
I am.
right? Is that in Nigeria here or in the
In
US?
the U.S., I worked for a pharmaceutical company.
Right. Are you going back to that?
No, I think
You're done.
I'll stay in Nigeria. I'll stay in Nigeria and see what it has. But if there's any health and safety, things of working, trying to just make sure that places are healthy and people are safe, then I would bring that back in. But
So you aren't going into entertainment from here.
I would love to go into entertainment from here. I do have a music podcast. I review
Okay,
music
okay.
and bring the cooking side out of me that was shown in the house. I realized I spent half
Cooking.
of my time cooking in that house. So why not work on it and capitalize off of it? And as
Oh,
well,
that reminds me. You said you had your favorite food is what now? Egusi soup, is it?
no. So my favorite, I think when we had that task, I said that my favorite soup was oha, or was it okaji? It was okaji soup. Yeah.
That's what we bought from out.
How am I with it?
Hey, it didn't make me supreme back in.
How am I with
Ah,
it? Voila.
Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block. Come on with it.
Wow, you
yeah.
just switched it up on me right now, man. But that's actually good. That's good. I mean, you can wear
Yes.
whatever skin you need to wear.
Yes, and it's funny because
And
a
be
lot
comfortable.
of people thought that I was faking my accent. I'm like, hey, I think I switched too much to the point that I had people confused. They were
I mean,
just
you've
like,
been in the US for quite some
I
time.
was
You're
born there. Like I went to
Imagine.
school there, so
all right.
it's like I spoke Igbo every once in a while there, and I switched when I wanted to switch. But I think that I was still being myself, no matter what it was. It was just adapting to the people that were around me.
Right, of course. Then, of course, you can speak pidgin very well. Now.
Of course not.
Alpha and ID apple.
I did not. I
Ah,
did.
chop, 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 chop,
Everyone
knuckle.
like that,
Hey,
yes.
hey, Lorona. Nice one, Jenny. Nice
Thank
one. The
you.
house will certainly miss you.
Thank you.
Do you miss anyone though? I mean, is there
I
anyone you'd look in to say, "Oh
do.
my God, I miss so and so person," especially the guys? You know?
Yeah, I definitely miss my bestie, Black Boy, Black Boy, Black Boy. That was, I like when I got out the house, I just was like, oh my gosh, I miss Black Boy. Like I would watch people
Right.
like, oh, I miss Black Boy because that was the person I bothered in that house. Oh, he dealt with a lot because I was always bothering him. And of course, I miss my Nana, I miss my Yvonne, I miss
Yeah.
them. So,
And there is no romantic affiliations,
no,
right?
no,
Nothing.
No, thank you.
Not even outside the house. There you go. I got you that one.
I'm. There's no ring on my finger.
Well, no ring, yeah, but
Yeah,
there could be a
so-
ring in your heart.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
I'm single for now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're speaking with one corner of your mouth, Jenny.
Hey, please, just in case. There's no
Yeah.
ring. I always believe that since there's no ring on your finger, you are
Yeah.
single until there's a
The
ring.
door
on
is
your
still
finger.
open.
The door is still open. So we'll keep it at
Absolutely.
that.
It's been great having you here, Jenny.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for
very
having
much. I
me.
love your hair, first of
Oh,
all.
Thank you.
It's quite nice.
Thank you.
All right, wishing you the very best. Hopefully, your endeavors are splendid all through your life from here, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, then.